I was really happy when Elwyn Green won his case. That was fabulous. I can't tell you how many sad stories I had heard from people who've been fired or not allowed to rent. It was about being recognized as having human rights. Yeah, it was a human rights case, and so it was the happiest time, and it makes me cry.
For me, one of my was Jan Reimer, our mayor, was the first one to ever proclaim Gay Pride Week, and I think for a lot in the gay community, especially back then, it was some recognition that yeah, we do exist.
Bill Smith was the former mayor of Edmonton, and he refused to provide a proclamation for gay pride in Edmonton, subsequent to the Delwyn-Vren ruling. And I met with him, and he said to me, and he looked me in the eye, and he goes, "Murray, I'm the Supreme Court Justice of this town, and as long as I'm the mayor, you are not going to get a proclamation from me." Looked me in the eye and said that. And I said, "Mr. Smith, we took the province of Alberta to the Supreme Court of Canada, and we'll be happy to do the same thing to you. Now, I would suggest you change your mind, because this is the kind of discrimination that took us to the Supreme Court of Canada. I'll leave that with you." His legal department made him sign a proclamation before he left. As a result of the Delwyn-Vren was a big victory, but kicking Bill Smith in the ass by just being so rude to our community and our city and our families, to have his legal department say, "Mr. Smith, you have to sign." And he did.
There were more than one, but one of them was the first Pride Parade that we did. The first one we decided to hold on White Avenue, and to start at Gazebo Park, the little park that's right there. And I'll never forget driving over from the north side where I live to the gazebo, that when I rounded the corner and came on the gazebo, there were people there. And I was just amazed, kind of thing. And it wasn't like anything like today in terms of numbers, but not knowing whether anybody would be there. And it was like, we've arrived. And there was never any question after that about having a parade and that people would attend, kind of thing. But that first year, you just don't know. I got to officially represent the city at a numerous gay and lesbian events, which were personally just extremely exciting. So I'll never forget going to the first couple. They were just, it was like magic.
Very happy moment was I worked on Michael Phair's campaign, and when when Michael Phair was elected, and because that was finally a recognition to the gay community in general that it was okay. It was okay to be gay in Edmonton, and even though it still wasn't, legally, all the laws hadn't been changed federally and such, but it was an acknowledgement that we were whole beings. And of course, when the laws changed and we finally could be, we were not immoral and illegal and everything else. It doesn't mean the society changed completely from one day to the next. There's still a lot of people who are discriminating and not respectful of our relationships. But that was a key moment.
And the fact that, my name has always been out there as a psychiatrist that will see people who are gay, but no one, with the exception of maybe one or two people over the years, no one's ever come to me as a psychiatrist to talk about the fact that they're dealing with the issue of being gay, which tells me then that is less and less of an issue for young people. And that's very gratifying, and it's gratifying amongst the trans community that younger and younger people are coming for help. More and more parents are bringing in gender atypical children as young as 6, which tells me that there are a few yet, but a few parents at least are concerned about what is a gender atypical child, what does this mean, and we want some help in understanding and how to deal with it. That's very gratifying.
I think the the celebration in the square after the Pride Parade. There's been a couple of those that are just so filled with joy and fun, kids and babies and dressed up and onesies and all kinds of things. So to me, that's always been a really joyful time. It's the beginning of summer. It's the beginning of the rainbows.
The world has changed so much, and it's a good thing. But I don't ever want us to forget who we are, and because we're a people, with a decided worldview and a history, a unique history that makes us who we are. So I don't ever want us to forget that.